We are live. Happy New Year's Eve. I am so happy. I've been trying to get this stream going for an hour and 15 minutes. I've had so many issues today. We'll talk about that later here, but happy New Year's Eve. I'm out here in the Core Ice House ringing in 2025 with all of you. So please like the video, the live stream here, drop into the chat. You guys are going to be the ones to keep me going here. But I am out here on Upper Red Lake. I've never fished this lake before. I think I found a decent spot. We've got a lot to talk through. But first, this is our setup here. We got live scope down. I have not dropped a line down yet, and I've been out here for a few hours. So we're going to get a line down, and then we're going to keep talking here. So let me know who's tuning in. Looks like we got a few people here already. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube. I'm going to start with a clam time bomb spoon that we are going to be working with to begin with. And we're going to put a minnow head on it. And then what we're going to do is put a dead stick down. So let me grab a minnow head here real quick. And please let me know, can you hear loud and clear? Everybody, can you hear all right? Any issues with the audio? Even when I'm bent down like that, you can hear, hopefully, just fine. Looking forward to the show. Yep. It looks like there's some stuff crawling across the bottom already. So we got a minnow head here. This is a crappie minnow that we got on there. I got live scope in one hole here, and then I'm going to do a dead stick in the other. I'm getting a few more holes put in this ice shack next week, I believe, actually. Here we go. So that's my jigging rod dropping down that you can see there. Sounds good. Audio is great. Good. How's the bite been? This is literally the first line I've dropped down. I specifically haven't until we went live. So all of this is first shot with all of you here. We're going to pound the bottom a little bit. I've, again, never fished Red Lake before. And so this will be interesting. I wanted to get up to Lake of the Woods, but their ice conditions just are not good enough for me to be able to get out there on a spot that I want to with the truck, with the ice house. Man, it's been an eventful day, that is for sure. So we're going to get this guy going here. So this is our jigging rod. And then what I'm going to do is grab a dead stick. And we're going to do this dead stick. You guys got to let me know in the chat here if you're seeing it. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. We'll jig him here. Let's see what this is. It doesn't look very big. Yeah. Ice is making some noise out there, too. Trying to jig it here. Oh, there he is, off to the side. We got to get, we're going to put a shiner down on a dead stick if I can get this out of here. So I've got a tuned-up custom rod dead stick. I literally, I feel like I'm behind the ball this ice season. I've been doing so much with new gear and stuff. I haven't even gotten new line on my rods or anything yet this year. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn the color gain up a little bit, just to make it a little bit more defined looking when we're looking at that there. So we're gonna throw a shiner down this guy. Hold on. Gotta find the shiners. There's one. Found one. Found a shiner. I think you guys can see me when I'm over there, so you know I haven't left you. Had a few camera issues. Had problems getting out on the ice. Trip took longer than I thought. Lots of fun things going on here. All right, so we're going to glow this guy up here. And we've got a dead stick here with just a shiner minnow on a treble hook. We just got to get some lines down there to start with here. And then once we have our lines down, what we'll do is we'll play around a little bit with, I think that's my split shot, right? That's not a fish following it. That's my split shot. Then from there, what we'll do is we'll dial in our setup here, right? So we'll be able to do, it sounds like red hook is typically what works really well out here. We'll get this guy a little bit off the bottom. And that's where that fish was before, right? So that's a good side to be on, potentially. That's a shiner minnow down there. I've got just a split shot in line is what we're looking at here. Oh. Jig this a little bit here. There's some stuff down on the bottom, it looks like. Yep. Fish. Yeah, let's see how many fish we can get. We should keep a count. Hopefully this will be one of the more active fish catching streams, if you will. Hopefully. Player on the dead stick, yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can see him below the dead stick, just like, hello there. Shiner's just like, I need to be out of here. Right, so you can see I'm in about 14 and a half feet of water. So far more action than last year, yes. I did a little bit of work trying to find a good spot here. I'm not super deep either, right? I'm in 14 and a half feet here. I'm on 18 inches of ice out here. Got the truck out, got the core ice house out. We're running off of battery power. I got the laptop plugged in. I got cameras plugged in. Hopefully nothing dies on us here. I think I don't know if can you see this? Yeah. In the one camera, you can see this over here. This is in the next couple of weeks here, we'll do a full walkthrough of this. I'm going to have the guys at Core Ice actually do a walkthrough because there's a lot of tech in here. That's pretty cool. It's got solar. It's got 600 amp hours of power in here. But this is the panel, and it says I've got 5 hours and 45 minutes left of battery. So what would that put us at? Let's say 5.5 hours, 9:30, 10, 11, 12, 1:30. Might have to shut some lights off to conserve some power. Otherwise, we just got to get the generator going. I got a lot going right now. Frank, Happy New Year. Nice to see you. That is an active shiner, isn't it? He is going to town. Happy New Year. I have not found the Sacagawea dollar yet. I have not looked, David. I need to look. I think this is, I'm still in single digit number of hours I've been out in this ice house this year. Just got out here today. Let's see. I think I got on the ice about 5:30, 6 o'clock maybe. And I've just been trying to get things set up. We're running off a Starlink because my Verizon hotspot, my Verizon mobile internet wasn't working. So I bought a Starlink setup, and that seems to be working. Haven't caught any fish yet, but hopefully here soon I might be switching up my jig and dead stick here in a little bit if we're not catching anything, but we're seeing a lot of action. Your phone is lagging. Anybody else having lag go on? We're going to pound this down on the ground a little bit here. Again, this is the clam time bomb spoon, and I've got just like a crappie head on this. No lag, no lag, no. Okay, cool. Frank, might just be your phone. How many days I'm going to be there? Got out here tonight. I'm going to be out here all day tomorrow, and then I'm going to leave Thursday morning. It's perfect on your end. Okay, cool. Cool. Good. Starlink seems to be working. If anybody's trying to go live from the ice, use Starlink. I also see Frank is on Facebook too. So maybe it's a Facebook thing, Frank. Looks like almost everybody else. How many do we have on Facebook? There's 4 watching on Facebook and 135 on YouTube. So might just be Facebook. Oh, there's a fish coming after the dead stick guy right now. Eat it. I'm not touching it. It's on a bait feeder, and I've got it open. So he can pull line, which I would think, I mean, that's a shiner. He should eat that, right? Oh, I think he's going to take it. Looks like he's maybe nibbling on it. The tip of my rod is jiggling a little. I think he's got it. I just need him to pull a little line, otherwise I'm going to rip it out of his mouth. I'll at least pick up the rod and see if this is a bad idea. I think he's on it. Okay, I'm going to shut the bail. Setting the hook. Got him. Small, but we got him. Hey, yo, first fish of the stream. She is wiggly. It's a walleye. It's a walleye, baby. I'll show it to you a little bit better here. Let me get this out of the mouth. And that was just on an epoxy treble hook. The VMC makes these. I think Clam makes some too. And it was on a shiner minnow. This was the dead stick. Come on, hook. Get out of there. He got 2 of the trebles. There we go. She's a wiggly one. Whoa. Look at that dorsal fin, though. There it is. Boom. All right, letting her go. I think it's the smallest of the night we're going to see. Just over 11 inches, letting her go. All right. Fish number 1, baby. Looked huge on live scope. Yeah, it's because I'm not in very deep water. All right, let's get another skunk's gone. All right, let's get another shiner on there. That worked well. This is what I'm using. If you want to see it here, I think I can make this go full screen by clicking this button. Here we go. All right, so this guy right here is what we're working with. It's just an epoxy treble hook that you can see. VMC makes these. I think this is a VMC one. Otherwise, Clam makes them as well. And I go back to here. Boom. All right. Let's get that guy back down there. That was fun. It did look big on the live scope. Well, now we have an idea of size correlation to what we're going to catch. Just got to find another. Oh, here's another shiner. So on the way up, I picked up bait, right? So I picked up 2 dozen regular size shiners, a dozen a little bit bigger shiners, and then I picked up a scoop of fatheads and a scoop of crappies. And that is what we were working with there in terms of the shiners. So I bring that up because there is quite a few fish to kind of shuffle through down there in order to get a minnow out. We're dropping the shiner dead stick back down. What did I say that one was? Just over 11? I needed to bring like a dry erase marker or something to write this down. We want to know like biggest fish. We want to know how many. I guess I got a phone I could type it into. Let's type it in here. Dead stick's back down. Dead stick seems to be getting the action. We've got a couple roamers on the bottom there. I'm sure you can see that as well. Clam makes a glow treble epoxy. I like them. Yep, Clam and VMC make both. Both make some for sure. Kyle says it didn't take long. Yeah, I know. Hopefully this is going to go all night. That's another benefit of Red Lake is this night bite. Kyle, we were talking about that, and I think this is going to work out well. I know some people are not fans of Red Lake because it seems like everybody's here, but I'll tell you this. I came out of a resort up here, and I specifically chose one that was not as popular as some of the others because I wanted to get away from people, right? I don't want to be on top of everybody. I want to go find my own spot, which is kind of limited up here. I didn't ever realize how small the upper Red Lake portion is that we can fish. Just looking at a map, it's hard to tell, but when you're driving across the ice and you're seeing yourself move on the map, it's like, oh, okay, that is where we are. I'm probably if I got in the truck, I'd be at the reservation line in about 2 minutes. So I'm pretty close to the west side on the north end. So I came out of Red Lake Remote is the name of the resort. And they actually had their access shut down all day because they got a huge ice ridge in front of them. And actually, I had to wait at the access. Part of the reason why this started so late is I had to wait at the access for about 20 minutes just for them to finish at like 6 o'clock at night. It was like 5 o'clock, like 4:30, 5 o'clock to finish putting the bridge in. But they got it in. I'm out here on 18 inches. Not sure how the night bite crappie action is. I might try to get into the crappies tomorrow since I'll be out here tomorrow. Maybe shoot a crappie video. But I didn't bring my ATV. I didn't bring really a whole lot for that. I don't have a portable with. So if it's nice enough out, which I think it's going to actually be pretty cold tomorrow, we'll see. I do have a striker suit with and boots, so I could always just run around out there, drive over there, and try to find them. Might be a fun video. Abandoned Soul, yes, northwest end. These guys are roaming bottom. Look at this shot. This shiner's not as lively. It could just be because there's no threats close by right now. In this top-down camera, sorry for the banding. It's because I don't have the lights on full brightness. If I put them to full brightness, that would stop. But I don't want to do that because I want to try to keep it relatively dark down there because otherwise the fish see something's up. And my hunch is that they will not come. Oh, here we go. I'm pulling a guy up here off bottom on my jigging rod. He did not come. We'll drop down just a little bit to him. I don't know if they like that. We'll go really close. I have a feeling these are small walleye down here, like the one we just caught. Vexen makes one of them too. Oh, okay, cool. I don't think I bought any of the Vexen ones. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. You got it. 11 pounds. What am I jigging with? I've got a clam time bomb spoon and a crappie head. I'm going to give it a little bit longer here since we did catch a fish. And if this jigging spoon isn't working, we're going to switch it up to something different. I was looking online. This is a pink time bomb. I heard looking online that, what are they called? Those glow lures work. So I might have to go in the closet and grab some of my lures out and see if we can't throw something glow down there. Going for walleye mostly and some panfish. This is my first year trying ice fishing, getting frostbite rods and reels. Nice. I'm in Ontario. Any advice on rod action and length? Going for walleye, medium, like fast is good. Like if you can, because you're gonna want a little bit of backbone in it, and then that fast tip is nice. You don't need extra fast. You don't want a noodle tip. This is technically a walleye rod right here. This is made by Ace Custom Rods. This rod actually glows in the dark if we were to shut all the lights off. And you can see it does have the bite indicator, kind of that bright tip on it, which I like. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ah! Is he coming up still? Oh, is he going for the dead stick? He is. He's going for the shiner. Dead stick is producing. Is he going to take it? Doesn't look like he's on it yet. No, he went past it. Interesting. We're going to glow the clam time bomb back up again. And I'll show it to you here, what we're working with. So this is what we're working with. Clam time bomb spoon, pink and blue with a minnow head on it. And it is glow. There's a couple fish. Maybe I just got to drop down 2 dead sticks. Is that going to be the trick tonight? We'll see. We've only caught 1 so far. Have I ever fished Lake Superior? I have not fished Lake Superior. It's on my list. I haven't ice fished Lake Superior, I should say. Maybe this year? Probably not. Maybe next year I can plan a trip, but I'd want to go out with a guide. That's a lake you don't mess around with for sure. But that would be a fun lake. So maybe next year I'll have to plan a trip. I think my jigging action is a little too much. I'm going to lower my dead stick a little bit. I'm jigging my dead stick just a little bit with the line in my hand because that looks like a bigger fish for sure. And he just noped out right in the middle of us. Yeah, I'll switch to a red lure here after this one maybe. Just got to figure out where I've got him. I think I got him up front. It's a mess in here. Tomorrow, part of the day, what I want to do is just a little bit of organization for sure. Give the rattling PT a try. I got a couple rigged up, but I don't think I have bigger ones. Rigged up. I mean, I can always tie on whatever. stopping by to say Happy New Year and check the action. What's up, George? Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. Are the numbers across the top equal to feet? They are, yes. So across the top, you've got 0 in the center, and then it's 1 feet, 2 feet, 3 feet across. In fact, if I go like this, you can see the full thing. I think you can still hear me too. So you've got all the way out to the sides, you got just over 7 feet, and then down you can see about 14 and a half. I'm always playing around with this layout to try to figure out what's the best way to have the cameras so you can kind of see what's going on, because I think that's half the fun, and then watching the live scope. Obviously it's night, otherwise it'd be cool to have like a underwater camera going. Okay, we got another fish coming in here from the right. I just realized it's a little bit deceiving to me because technically my dead stick is on my left, but it's flipped here. I'm going to flip it here in the menu real quick. Hold on. It's going to screw me up. Sonar setup. I think it's appearance, installation. Layout. Nope. Nope. Sonar setup. Appearance. Layout. Where is it? Installation. Here we go. Oh, is that a fish or is that my dead stick? There's a fish on my dead stick. Pulling it away and see if it lifts up to it. He said no. Why can't I figure out how to flip this thing? Sonar setup, appearance. Layout. There it is. It's under stabilization. Has it always been under stabilization? I never do that because open water, I just turn it. I guess I could have done that here too, but there we go. Yeah, I know I could have just turned it too, but I didn't. Shiner's moving now. A little more aggressive jigging. Yeah, I gotta quit talking so much and try to catch some of these fish, huh? Maybe in a little bit here, we'll get a little background music going, see if we can get some New Year's stuff going. We got countdown to New Year's. I should actually pop up a live of New Year's ball dropping as we get closer. What time zone is everybody in? It's 8:45 p.m. where I'm at here on Upper Red Lake. Anybody ahead of us? Anybody? Is it already New Year's for anybody? Something right up high. Are you talking about this spot right here on the left? That could be a crappie roaming through. 9:45 Ontario. Here we go. Let's jig this guy up here. Here we go. Here we go. He didn't want it. Let's pull away from him. Was he going for the dead stick now? No way. Maybe. Huh. He like came straight up to it, checked it out, and zipped off. I'm going to glow it up. We'll give this thing maybe another 15 minutes of jigging. And if it doesn't produce, we're switching it up, and we're going to do maybe a red rattle master or a clam rattle and PT. Basically the same thing, just from a different company. Eastern time zone, 9:44. Yup. Hour ahead here in southern Michigan, Utah, Mountain Standard Central. Here in Bismarck, yep. So we got some of all of those. Yeah. Pound the bottom. Yep. Yeah, Jared, I'm on lower red. Just kidding, obviously. I'm on upper red. It was nice. The resort that I went out of to get on the ice here, they told me, they're like, okay, just so you know, if you go over this way, there is the line. Upper. There's the reservation line. Don't cross that. Not sure if you know about this lake, but that's a fish on my dead stick right now. But they're like, there's the line, and don't cross it. They will take all of your stuff. So it's kind of funny. That must be a small one if you didn't take that shiner. That's not even a big shiner. But let's see if we can get him with the jigging rod. Gonna grab a drink here. Central in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's just down there for the ice show. Any of you guys ever drank this before? It's called Lucky Energy. It's actually pretty good. It's like one of the cleaner energy drinks. I was like trying some of these new ones. There's a new one coming out too. I think it's called AI Energy. It's coming out too. Company sent me an email about it. The owners of Bang Energy that I've worked with before, they started a new company because Bang Energy got bought out by Monster Energy Drink. And so those owners are now building a new company called AI Energy. So I'm going to try that out here soon. Yeah, it's Lucky Energy is pretty good. I've been out here since Friday. Seems after the fog rolled in, they've been super picky. Oh, Jared, you're out here too? I must have missed it. You're out on red? I hope these YouTube ads are paying you because there's already been a ton. Oh, no. Yeah, I think I have ads on. I think I've got them set to YouTube decides when they roll them. But they say it's based off of your tolerance of ads. Yeah, I'm going to give it, what did I say, 15 minutes? So I've got 10 more minutes, then I'm going to swap baits here. I'm going to get this guy a little bit higher up, though. Oh, see, you jig the shiner. Look at it. It's rolling. Get YouTube Premium. Oh, yeah. Get YouTube Premium. It's so worth it. Like, out of all of my like subscriptions that I have, YouTube Premium is like one of them that I would be hard pressed to ever get rid of. Like, I'd get rid of Netflix and all of those other ones before I'd get rid of YouTube Premium. It's like a completely different platform when you watch it without ads. Yeah, I think it's what, $12 a month, $16 a month, something like that. And you don't get ads on anything. You also get, you can download videos for offline. You can do background playing of music. You get higher resolution video. It's pretty awesome. Jared is saying you went out of JRs that had the best luck in 13 foot of water. Moved a couple times. Most people are catching them on the dead stick. Yeah, the one we caught was on a dead stick a little bit ago here. So part of me wants to rig up another dead stick. See if we can get one. Abandoned soul pays 0 and gets no ads. You must have ad blocker, huh? I get premium for like $4.99 USD. Dang! I gotta figure out how you guys are getting these deals. I pay full price for my premium. All right. There's a fish coming from the right. I can see it now. There's one coming from the left, too. Why would you not have an ad blocker? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Jigging it, jigging it. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Here we go. Here we go. He's looking at it. He just doesn't want to take it. Maybe he'll slide over to that dead stick I think he's doing. Only can fish 2 lines. That's correct. Does your wife let you go solo fishing on New Year's? She does. Yeah, we don't really do a whole lot for New Year's. So I'm a very lucky guy, and the wife lets me go out ice fishing. Get premium through your Verizon. Oh, they have a discount, huh? I'll have to check that out. We all get premium for one person paying for it. Oh, that's smart. You guys share an account or something? Change the color. Yes. I said I'd give this one 15 minutes, and we've got 6 minutes left, and I will change it up. My PB, my PB walleye is 29.5 inches. Is your spoon tipped with anything? Yes, a crappie minnow head, which we're going to freshen up, of course, when we change lures here. And we're going to go to something red. I think we'll do like a red Rattle Master or Rattle and PT spoon. Glow, of course. You're from, yeah, Wisconsin 3. Yeah. It'd be nice. I got a couple more holes you can see over here that I don't have anything in. Be nice to drop another dead stick. Only 2 lines in Utah as well, yeah. What, isn't North Dakota like 5? South Dakota's 4. How many can you do in North Dakota? I feel like it's 5. Yeah, I can, next fish that comes by, just lay it on the bottom. Jigging one in, and now we'll just lay it on the bottom. See what happens. Oh, there's 2 scooting over to it. You can see them rolling across the bottom. There's one, I think, sitting on it from the left right now. He didn't take it. Should I pull it up a little bit? Oh, that was a bigger fish to the left. See if we can get another fish to come through. Ooh, that's a nice one coming in from the right. Looks nice at least. But then again, my jig looks pretty dang massive compared to it, right? And I guess if you look at it compared to like, I should throw the grid on. Compared to the grid, that'd only be like a 1 foot fish. North Dakota's 4 as well. North Dakota's 5. 4. 4. Why are you fishing? You're hurting the ecosystem. Lester. Huh. Why am I fishing? Why not? Did you say massive? You know what else is massive? Lake of the Woods taper fade? I don't know what that is. Oh, here we go. Here we go. He's coming to my jigging rod. He's coming to my jigging rod. I'm going to go up and see if he comes up for it. And he doesn't. All right, we'll just set it on the bottom. Throw a full hot dog on. Yeah, if I was pike fishing, maybe. All right, we got 3 minutes and we're switching this thing up. I should throw a banner across the bottom that says how many fish in biggest size. Maybe when we catch another one, we'll do that. And that was on the dead stick. All right, let me go and find a different lure that I can switch out. I wonder if I have one rigged up already. Gold. Ooh. Here, we're going to try this one. It's a rattle spoon. We're going to do this. This is it's a glow red rattle spoon. Where's the minnow? He's just down there swimming around. Don't mind him. So this is a this will glow red. Got to get my face out of there, otherwise it tries to focus on it. This is glow red, and it's got a gold back. Red treble hook, and we'll put a minnow head on it. So we're gonna swap this guy out already, and it's a rattle spoon too, so it will rattle. So let's ditch this minnow head. We'll set this guy in here. Let's get a minnow head. Come on. This guy will work. This looks like a fat head. Ooh, okay. All right. And then we'll glow this thing up, and then we will hopefully get some action out of this guy. Just glowing it up right now. Look at this glow here. I'll show you. Look at that glow. I know I've got a light on it, so it's hard to see the glow, but she glows real good. All right, let's get this out of here. Oh, we're already on the bottom. We got a fish coming to the dead stick that's right near the bottom right now. We're going to be a little bit aggressive with the jigging until we see the fish come in, and then we'll slow it down a little, but we'll keep a little bit of activity going. It's just a minnow head, so I got to keep some of the action going. One line in BC, Canada. One line, Nick? That's all you get? Is it mud bottom or mossy? I don't know. I'm going to assume it's a muddish bottom. I don't think there's moss on the bottom. What size amp are you running for your live scope and how many hours of runtime? So I've got the 48 amp hour NMC battery in the shuttle, which is the same, which they now have the 52 amp hour. That's the new version of it. And this gets me with the 8610 screen on full brightness with the Live Scope Plus transducer running nonstop for, I timed it, I think it was like 14 and a half hours. But this is a very power hungry screen. Very power hungry. I'm going to pull this guy off the bottom just a tad. Actually, he's swimming just fine, so we'll let him be. Just jig him every once in a while, maybe. Hey, I'm trying to plan a bachelor party, and my good friend wants to stay in an ice castle or ice house and fish. What places could you recommend and why? U.S. lakes only. I mean, honestly, choose. Like, depends on what species of fish you want. This guy's coming into my dead stick. Let's see if we can get him. Otherwise, I'm going to have my jigging rod right over here. Like, depending on the species that you want, find, if you want to go anywhere in the U.S., find a lake in the ice belt that has trophy size potential, then find guide service out of that lake. Nearly any really good quality lakes for ice fishing specifically have guide service out of them. But if you tell me what species, I can maybe help. Oh, what is this guy doing? He seems to want to chase, but not commit. Come on, buddy. Come on. It's probably a 12-inch walleye. Ah, oh, the suspense. Yeah, being more aggressive, I found it it's kind of scaring them away. They're not wanting to commit and follow. That's funny. One saying be more aggressive. Someone saying don't make it chase. It's kind of funny. Drop it in the mud. Somebody's probably going to say go up to 5 feet. I love it. All right, we'll put it on the bottom. Let's see if you're right. Let's drop it in the mud here. Let's see what happens. It's sitting. Go up to 5 feet. I love it. Is this the old Panoptics? No, this is the new. This is the LVS 34. Why do you say that? I do have the color gain up high. I have the gain up high, and I have it on the blue color. I've got the Panoptics PS22 in the other room, but I can't hook it up to the screen. I'd have to go like through a GoPro to make it work. He does. I don't think he wants it in the mud, guys. Sometimes fish just like the drop. You know what I mean? Like crappies really like the drop. Like this guy right here. He just wants the drop. And then he's got to grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. Okay. We'll drop it down in the mud. And he said, nope. The up high jigging did help, though. From my experience at Red. Oh, I'm sitting on the bottom. Let's see if he takes it. He literally went right over it. Maybe he's going for the shiner. He just wasn't interested. From my experience, the red wire are lazy. They only chase up a foot or two. Better to pound it in place than raise it up high. Good to know. Good to know. Yes, so trying to get a feel for what these fish want, because every day is different. Even right, and every fish is different. Sometimes they want it, sometimes they don't. I missed the comparison video from Live Scope to Eagle Eye. No, I haven't edited it yet. I've got the footage on my computer. It'll be coming out. I'm going to do a few of them, but this is just the first one that you're going to see here. Okay, so I'm not going to... Ooh, that was a crack. See, I'm not raising it up, but I'm just slowly jigging it, and he doesn't want it. It'll come down a little bit. Just goes under it. We'll raise it up, and we'll drop. I bet he comes back to the drop. Boom, boom. He wants it on the drop. They like the drop. That's what we're finding out. Drop. Gotta stay up a little bit first. How much ice is on red? I'm sitting on 18 inches out here. I'm about 2 miles out. Any update with battle insurance on the boat? Yes. Yeah, I've got a video all ready to go, but it was ice season, so I decided I'm going to wait until spring to post the video. But they did total out the boat. I did get all my electronics off of it. Sad situation with it getting totaled out. I was about like 49.51 in between. Do I buy it back salvaged? Here we go. I'm just jigging in place. Gosh. You know, it'd be interesting to see. Go up 2.31 meters. What? Like, what is that? 6.7 feet? Is that this right here? Is it a crappie? Who knows what it is? Yes, you can drive trucks out on the ice right now, Michael. 100%. 100%. Still be careful though, right? Oh, do you see that fish up top? You see the fish right at the very top? Right underneath my hole? A fish came right through here, right under the ice. I'm going to jig up here for a sec. I'm going to re-glow too. All right. Drop her back down. She's glowed up. Oh, you saw me going through Mille Lacs. Nice. Just today, Jared? Switch out your color, recharge glow. Yeah, I just recharged glow. What I might do next is go to just a plain hook with a minnow on it. So we'll do another dead stick with a plain red hook in a full minnow, and I'll just jig it every once in a while. You think it's a tulipi? Close. Raise the house up and move over 3.5 feet and reach. George, how much ice you got? We are hanging out at no, this is Upper Red Lake. I'm sitting on 18 inches right now. The jig and wrap. I've got a pink and silver number 5 ultralight rip and wrap sitting right in front of me here. You probably can't see it. We're gonna hover around bottom. We're gonna see if this fish takes it. Otherwise, I'm going red hook. I'm hoping I have one already rigged up, but I don't know if I do, to be honest. I'm just gonna set that there. I might actually first. I'm gonna downsize to this guy. This is a since they're being a little bit finicky. I wonder if they're seeing the lure instead of focusing on the bait. So this is a red, like the smallest size rattle master they make. And it's a red back and it's a glow. This guy right here. I'll make it bigger so you can see. This is what we're going to try next. I'm going to take my jigging rod out. And we're going to try this guy. So it's got it's a red rattle master. You can see the rattle in it. And then the other side is glow. So this will glow and it's got a red treble hook. And this is small, real small. So we're gonna swap that guy out for this. I'm thinking the way that they're acting, I want them to focus on the bait, right? I don't want them to focus on the lure. I like the rattle, but I don't want them to come up to it. See, like, look at this. Look how small the minnow head is as part of this presentation, right? It's just, it doesn't work. It's just out of whack. Unless they're fired up and going to chase, which, as we've seen, they don't really want to chase, right? Not more than a foot or two, at least so far. So that means we got to switch this up here. So we'll do a minnow head again. Actually, we're going to do a full minnow, just a small one. Here we go. Oh, that's a big one. Here we go. Here we go. So this is a small fat head. And we're going to hook it through the mouth. We can get it in there. Trying not to kill it. But we'll see if I can actually get this done. Its mouth is so small. All right, that's not gonna work. It's just gonna flop off. All right. I'm pretty sure that's gonna die here in a second. Glowing it up, and then we're gonna drop it down. I think this is a 16th ounce. It is a chartreuse glow, but it's small, and we've got a full fat head minnow on it. It's a small fat head, but it's a full one. So they'll hopefully hear it, come up to it, see the minnow, bite it. I mean, we will find out, won't we? Try using a live minnow by the dorsal fin. That's what I got on the dead stick right now. Oh. That's interesting. The bait feeder was closed for some odd reason. I just realized I haven't eaten lunch or dinner today yet. Might need to throw some pizza rolls on. Should we throw some background music on? Wonder if we got anything good here. Oh, here. Let's try to catch these fish first. Rolling across bottom. Man, they're not coming over here, are they? We're going to try and do some music. All right, you have to let me know if that is too loud. If I should turn it down. I actually don't know if I have that on loop. If you have it on loop. Should make ramen. I don't have any ramen with. I do have a microwave though. Okay, so there's a fish sitting right between the dead stick and my jigging rod. Oh, here we go. There's a fish coming up to my jigging rod. Here we go. And he just noped it. And that looks like about a foot. So maybe a 12-inch fish. Try this one out. Man, they're hugging bottom, aren't they? They're just hugging it, so I gotta stay down here. Pretty loud. Don't get a copyright strike. No, this is I have rights to this music, fortunately. I'll turn it down. All right, is that better? Is it less loud? Let's get this fish maybe. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Here we go. Here we go. Come get it. Come on. I didn't pull it that far up. Why? Drop down. Drop down. Dead stick. Gosh, I'm having to stay in that bottom foot. That first the first fish we caught was in that bottom foot. So maybe I need to just stay in that bottom foot and fight them around in there, but don't pull above, because they seem to not want that. Have you tried dead sticking with a tungsten teardrop? I have not tried a jig yet. I've got spoons on, and then the dead stick is a treble, an epoxy treble. Yeah, like there's some crazy stuff you can do with this. Let's play with this fish first. And I'll change the color pattern up and show you kind of why I like the blue. Okay, we're gonna stay down in the zone. Staying down in the zone. They just disappear into the bottom. Happy New Year's! Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. How's the music? Can you hear the music? Is it too soft, too loud, just right? Would you prefer if I just turned it off? I'm slowly pulling the dead stick minnow up. I'm gonna let him go. See what happens. Watching the tip of the rod on the dead stick. Looks like he's swimming away from it, though. He's coming to my jigging rod. That looks like a little bit bigger fish. That one could be over 12 inches. Just like measuring it up above, the 1 to 2 foot. I know I don't have the grid lines on. Okay, I'm slowly jigging it here, but I'm not going to pull it out of that bottom foot. And we're going to see if this guy clobbers it. What looks like happened here is he just swam backwards, like off to the side, to go around it. So we'll do this for maybe 5-10 minutes more, and then what we'll do is I will grab a rod, and we're just gonna do red hook with a minnow, and that's all we're gonna see, because these are very finicky fish. Good. All right, cool. So if we pop other music in here, if you get sick of the song, we'll just make sure it's at this level. I've got a website or two that I can use that I have rights to the music, so we can switch it up maybe a little bit. You seem very lethargic tonight. Crazy for red. I know, right? Hoping they turn on in a little bit here. Never fished red, but red eye ball spoon has worked well on Lake of the Woods. Yeah. Like there's activity though, right? I mean, they're just sliding through. Still waiting for decent ice cream. Yeah, ice cream would be good. Real finicky. Has pressure been steady? I haven't even checked, to be honest. Should try a green jig. We'll do a red hook first, and if that doesn't work, we'll do a green jig. I'll have to grab my tackle box. Like, it's just, I'm happy we're seeing the fish, because that means they're there, right? It's not like we're jigging nothing, or we got a dead stick for nothing. It's just convincing them. And you all probably know, like, regardless of what you try, sometimes the fish just are not going to eat, right? Because if you can't fire them up enough to chase, and get the reaction bite, it could be that they're full. Like there's so many things that go into it. If you talk to some of the best fishermen, and there's days they go out and they get skunked just because the fish don't want to bite. Now, I'm not that good of a fisherman, but you know, I like to think I can catch a fish here or there. Shiner's kind of swimming off to the side, though. Maybe something's chasing it. All right, we got 9:27. We're going to give this till 9:35, and then I'm switching up my jigging rod to that red hook. Plain red hook. You don't need a passport or Canadian license, but you have to stay on my side of the borderline. There's a guy coming from the right on the bottom. Happy New Year, Chris. Might have mentioned, but any thoughts on Shields bundle deal with Garmin, Echo Map, UHD 293 SV live scope bundle, Fish Finder, better option at that price point. Is it still, Michael? Is it still $17.99? If it's still $17.99, and it's got the LVS 32, it's actually a pretty decent deal. And it might be the best way to get into live scope. Yeah, okay. It's definitely not a bad deal. In fact, a lot of people, if you want, check out the video on the channel. Obviously, don't click off the live, but if you want to, or after, we've got a video on the channel called Best Live Scope Deals, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. That was one of them. And there's a lot of people that agreed that like that's just the best way to go, because you can build it for maybe a little bit cheaper, just a little bit, and or get a little bit more of upgraded units. But those were at Black Friday prices, and so if that's still at that price, honestly, it's a pretty damn good deal. I think that bundle has the LVS 32, which is great. Yeah. No, I still have the LVS 32. In fact, I have the LVS 32 in the other room right now that I don't have hooked up. But I use the LVS 32 as well. And like 34 is better. 32 is great. Way better than Panoptics. You should not need a passport or Canadian license to stay on the Minnesota side of the border. Yeah, are you talking Lake of the Woods, Matt? All right, 6 minutes and I'm switching this thing up. We ain't getting anywhere with this thing. Happy New Year, Austin. Try downsizing the micro panfish plastic, but awesome live setup. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, how do you guys like the camera setup? You like the live scope being the main screen, right? I'm assuming. You've got the forward-facing camera here that my hand's in front of, and then you've got a top-down view. Granted, we don't want the banding going through here, but again, that's because of the lights and the hertz and the shutter. And good though. Like, would you change it up? Would you put a different camera somewhere? Would you want to see something different? Would you want to get rid of some? Do you want to see my face right in front of you and then a little tiny live scope? I've got a little thing at home. I've got a maybe try to get dialed in before next stream where I could actually just have it sit next to me and I can push a button and have it bring a full screen of any one of these. So like if I catch a fish, I can click a button, show you the fish, click a button and go back to it. Oh, there's a fish over there. So I might try to do that before next live stream, get that set up. Camera setup's great. This is awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Glad to hear it. If you change the frame rate on the cameras, the lights won't do that. Yeah, well, so here's the problem, is I would have to change the frame rate on the camera depending on, because these lights have 5 different brightness settings, and the hertz frequency that they flicker at changes based off of the brightness setting. So like, for instance, let's do, I don't even know what light is doing that. Let's see if I change the brightness of the sky. Nope. Must not be this one. Try this one. Nope. Yeah. I'm watching this top camera. Is it getting better? Oh, I'm seeing the blue. It's the blue light doing it. If I turn this off. Oh, it must be a combination of them. Oh, wow. We'll figure it out. Maybe before next stream, I'll do a test stream. Try to figure it out. Oh, there's a fish higher up. What's this suspended guy at 10 feet? He looks hungry. Here's a secret. Lake of the Woods at night. Oh, and of course, there's a bigger fish at the bottom. Lake of the Woods at night, the biggest fish that come through are suspended. 100%. Okay, come for it. See, I dropped the dead stick. He must have knocked it and ran away from it. If I get another fish on the dead stick before I get one on my jigging rod, I'm going to go to 2 dead sticks. All right, 1 minute and I'm switching up here. What Garmin shuttle did you decide on? I got the HD Innovations right here. Yeah, I'm testing a bunch out. So I got, of course, the Summit, from last year. I've got the HD Innovations. I got the Clam shuttle. I've got a couple Bass King shuttles. I've got quite a few shuttles I'm testing this year to figure out what I like. At the Arc Lab shuttle, the 5200. Right now, my favorite is the HD Innovations. Like, nothing's even really competing with it. The Summit shuttle I still like a lot. But I think that HD Innovations just has like a handful of additional well thought out things that make it that much better. But it's a little early to tell. So I'll be doing a review video on a bunch of them comparison. Thunder Snow, yeah, we caught a walleye. Caught an 11-inch walleye, and then they've been finicky ever since. Notice how the fish went away as soon as the dead stick was to the bottom. So I'm going to pull them off just a hair. And it is about that time that we get... I got to go find a red hook. Let's first see if this fish is going to grab this. Oh boy, here we go. Now we're talking. There's a fish on the left. Dalton, How come you got fish in your basement? I'm ice fishing. I'm on a frozen lake right now. Better drink some water. Oh, here we go. Jigging rod. I'm not moving it. And he looked at it and swam away. Going to the jigging rod. I'm sorry, the dead stick. Get it. Shiner's like, no thank you. Oh, what's up here? Hello. Oh, maybe that's one of my old minnow heads that fell down. All right, I gotta go get a red hook. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go find a red hook up here. All right, I got one of my tackle bags. Take both of these guys, and let's see. I've got what we're looking for. My tackle is so disorganized right now. No clue where anything is. There's a fish on the bottom. None of just my red hooks are in here. Hold tight. I'm trying to find my stuff. No clue where those lures are. There's something on the. No. Alright, I'm gonna grab some other stuff. Found some. This is what I was looking for. So, yeah, Anthony, we got a walleye. Here we go. Single red hook, little guy. Boom. This is what we're switching to. See if we can jig this guy. And I'm going to Need a line cutters. Hold on. Oh, I got a scissor right here. Ah. So we got dead stick over here. Jigging rod in the middle that is not working, which is why we're going to switch up to this little red hook. And then after the red hook, we're going to go to either a green jig or a red glow jig, based off what everybody's asking for. How are we doing for power? 4 hours and 38 minutes. Gonna need a split shot with this though. Something under the jigging rod. Something under the dead stick. Let's see if we can get this tied before a fish bites. So dark in here. Can't even see my line. Oh, there's a nice sized fish right underneath the dead stick. He's coming up to it. He's chasing it. He's coming for the shiner right now. He just took it, I think. Yep. Got him. Dead stick for the win. This feels bigger than 11 inches. Not much, though. Maybe it's a 12. Yeah. Oh, we got him in the side of the mouth. That's why. Got him in the eye. That's weird. Just a tiny little guy. 10.5. These little cookie cutter guys. That's what we're working with. Gonna let him go. There it goes. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the live scope, but that was this treble hook with the shiner minnow. We'll have to do that again. We'll get this guy down there, and then I got to get a split shot, and then we'll do that on the dead stick, the red hook too. But that's 2. That guy was just a little under 11 inches. What's this? Ooh, this is a fat head. We'll see if he hits a... Ah, shoot. We'll see if he hits a fat head. Or if we got to go shiner. We'll blow this up. Drop her back down. Both walleye we caught so far have been on this setup. And both of them have been on a normal size shiner. So we'll see if fat head is going to work. Or if we got to go with just the shiner. Hook went into my finger, popped right back out, but bleeding a little bit. Double minnow! This is like aimbot fishing. Ooh, ice is talking. All right, we're gonna get this guy out of here, and we're gonna get that. Oh! My jigging lure didn't have a minnow on it anymore. Must have robbed me while I was sitting here. Eyeing this on, not paying attention. Alright, let me big one. I gotta go find a split shot real quick. Actually, I think those were in here. Nope. Hold on. Still looking for split shots. Hold tight. Trying to find split shots. Finding everything else. Alright, found them. I gotta get this place organized. Alright, we still got, still got that guy. We'll do a small, maybe a shiner on this guy. Split shot. Do a split shot about, 9 inches above is what I like to do with this type of presentation. Now we'll grab a small shiner. Shiner, we're going to dorsal hook so he can swim. And my thought is this is going to attract the fish in and then hopefully slay. Boom. So we got just a red hook, shiner, split shot about 9 inches up. So we'll officially have 2 dead sticks, but I can jig the dead sticks. The dead sticks have been what's producing, right? So that is what we're going with here. It's caught on something. There we go. There we go. Here we go. And this is a bait feeder reel too. And this is the same rod, tune-up custom rod dead stick that we're working with. We're a little too far down. Or off the bottom a little. Let's get these out of the way. Oh, we got a fish on our fathead dead stick. Playing with it, but didn't commit. He's coming over to the shiner. Jig it just a little bit. Gives it just that little bit of red. Now, granted, it's really dark down there, so they probably can't see that red very well, but he's going to see the shiner minnow, which is what we want him to see, and get hungry, and the minnow can't go very far. He's sneaking up underneath the shiner, center of the screen, down in the bottom. He's underneath the shiner. Shiner's maybe moving. I can't tell. We're going to turn the brightness down on this guy because it's way too bright. I didn't know the minnow was up that high. Did it just swim up that high? How long am I live streaming Utah, Mike? I'm gonna go. Gosh, my finger is bleeding. I really got it good with that hook. I'm gonna go at least until midnight. So it's 9:52 here. So we got another 2 hours at least. We gotta bring in the new year. We gotta have a little bit of fun here. He completely missed that. I completely missed it, or the fish did. Put a bigger shiner on the dead stick and jig him. High to low, maybe. Oh. I think he just took it. Yep. Our shiner on a red hook has been taken. And there we go. I do have my live scope pole in this hole, but this looks like a small fish, so I'm not too worried about it. And yeah, this is a small little walleye. Smallest one. I'm not even gonna measure them. But we'll get the hook out and let them go back. We'll show them to you though, since you're all live watching. Come on out. He buried that hook in his roof of his mouth. Little tyke. Little tyke. All right, let him go. Choo! He did get the shiner though. Well, there he goes. So we're going to put another one on. That worked well. It worked well. Still looking good. All right, we're putting a fat head on because that's what ended up in my hand, and it's a little bit of a decent sized fat head. It's not big, but it's decent size. Slimy guy, though. We will dorsal hook him as well, just like we did with that shiner. And I think that's the trick that I'm learning is like, we got to downsize. They want to see the fish, the minnow, the bait. They don't want to see the lure. And I get the idea of like, we got to make some motion. We got to make some commotion, some noise since it's dark down there at night. But they're roaming bottom. So if we stay just off the bottom with this red hooked minnow, that may be all we need. So that's 3. All of them technically on a dead stick. Trim the tail too. I could trim the tail. If they get, if they're too active, I could trim the tail and then it's easier for them to catch 100%. Dork just said he bought the EchoMap UHD 293 SV ice bundle from Shields today, hoping to try it out tomorrow. Dude, you're going to love it. That's the LVS 32 bundle. We were talking about that earlier. A couple people picked that up. $17.99 Shields deal. Which bait feeder do I have? This is the Okuma Samar CBF 500, I think is what it is. All right, so we've got a fish coming in already to the red hooked fat head this time. Last time it was a shiner. He's going to hit it. Look at this. Bait feeder's open. He's going to freaking take it. There's one on both dead sticks right now. Which one's bigger? I think my left dead stick is bigger. So if I get doubled up, I'll try to get both, but I'm going to definitely hit this dead stick. Oh, he swam past. I'll jig it a little bit. They both went past. I'll jig both. See what happens. Dude, the dead stick is where it's at. Oh, he must have bumped it and ran. Do you see that? I wasn't touching the line at all. I just jigged the one on the left. I bet she's going to take it. That looked like a pretty committing No? Oh, he's circling back for it? They're just kind of swimming around. There's another one coming from the right. That's two over there on the left. I can't tell if it's two on top of each other right there in the middle or if it's one bigger one. It looks like two. We'll jig the right guy just a touch. I'm not touching it now. We're going to let the minnow do the work on the red hook. And this is just a plain red hook. Come on, buddy. Nada. That's okay. That's okay. We'll jig the left guy a little bit. The left guy's a little bit of a bigger minnow. Not big, but a little bit bigger. There we go. Oh, look at him. Can you see the rod tip right here? It's orange right here. You can't see it very well. Now he's on the right one. He just keeps going back and forth. This just must be a small walleye. Just bought 2 JT dead sticks pairing with 13 fishing inline bait feeders. Nice, Scott. Nice. You have to let me know how you like them. I've never fished with a JT rod before. Maybe you need to get one or two. Which inline bait feeder? Oh, 13 fishing. Look at that's a fish up top. You see the fish up top? Woo-wee. Should I go up there? Usually the bigger fish are suspendees. I've never fished this lake, but usually that's true. Look how much bigger it looks way up here. We're going to leave this one up here for a second and see what happens. Just to see if he comes back. And then we still got our other guy down here. PB walleye. Oh, shoot. And of course, there's a big one on the bottom. We're going to go back down. I say big, but I don't know if he's big. Shoot, by the time he gets down there, he's going to be gone. Well, that's what I get for going up top, right? Nothing. PB walleye is 29 and a half. 29. I don't have a very big walleye. I haven't broken 30. I know that. Let me look. I've got it written on my phone. It's 29 or 29 and a half. Walleye. 29. 29-inch walleye. Gotten a couple 28s, 28 and a half. This 29-inch walleye, Lake of the Woods. This year, I'm breaking that 29. We're setting a PB. I'm trying to go PB in every species, the primary species at least. Walleye, pike, crappie, bluegill, perch, maybe burbot. But I got a pretty nice burbot is my PB right now. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh. See, they don't like the activity. I tried jigging a little. Didn't like that. What lake am I on? I'm on Upper Red Lake. Just got the Akuma Avenger 100 feeder. That's a good one too. The Avenger is good. It's very similar. The Avenger is just a little bit of a bigger, I think, drop in the handle, which is nice if you're going to be also using it for open water. I mean, it's great for ice fishing too. I used to have the Avengers. It's like a is it like a goldish silver, goldish kind of chrome handle. These ones are black. I like JT rods. Got my first last year. Get yourself a custom snare rod or any other rod at Dakota Custom Rods. TikTok, Facebook. I'll check them out. Stupid question, because I know I showed up late to the party. What lake am I at? Upper Red. I should put. Okay, so how many fish we got? We got 3. We'll have to say we got to get over that 11-inch. Once we get over 11 inches, then we'll put it on the screen. We'll say how many of each species we've caught, and then the biggest. And heck, I may go even past midnight. We'll see how we go. I might have to get a generator going though at some point. Oh, it says I got 5 hours left, so technically we can go until 3 a.m. Jig them a little bit here, but the dead sticks are doing the trick. I mean, that's what I've caught all of them on so far. Gold trim. Yep. Okay, cool. That's what I remember. Akuma. Do you host an ice fishing tournament? I like a fish donkey one. I don't host any, but I am in a bunch of them. Last year, there was a fish donkey tournament that started on January 1st. And so I was excited because I'm staying out here until the 2nd. And I was excited because then tomorrow I can be fishing for the tournament. Well, this year that tournament doesn't start until January 5th. So now I've got no fish donkey tournament. There's the 7 species one that's going on right now, but I only have 2 days to fish it. And there's so many good guys in it, I don't even have a chance. So I figured that I would not enter the 7 fish species. But I'm in a couple others that are starting up here in January. Hey, John, you're back. We've got 3 walleye so far, all small. Biggest is 11 inches. You still have a rattle lure on? No, I went to just a red treble hook, and that produced. And then we've got a epoxy. Okay, that's a bigger fish. Or it's 2 of them. That's a bigger fish, or it's 2 of them. And so we will take the bigger fish or the 2 of them. It looks like he's coming for that fathead. And it looks like he's going to take it. As he should. Please. Looks like it. Take it. That's a fathead on here. It looks like he's chasing it. And it looks like he's eating it. So I'm going to pull up just a hair, and he doesn't have it yet. But he's going to commit and take it right now. He should have that thing in his mouth. He's a big enough fish. There's no reason he can't catch this minnow. Does he got it? My rod isn't saying he does. No, he does not. I can see it. Now I think he's got it. He let up. Oh, that's a bigger fish. Just take it. Come on, buddy. I'm going to pull up. All right, I'm jigging this guy. Here we go. We're on the other rod now. Got him. This is a bigger fish. I got... it's not massive, though. But I got my live scope in the way. This is great. Tangled in the live scope. It's a bigger one though. Okay, how are you tangled? Shoot. You know how mad I'm gonna be if I lose this fish? So we're gonna do this. Got him. He's still tangled. So we got him. Red hook for the win. There we go, buddy. Here we go. Whoa, buddy. He is just an itching one. Look at this fish. That's a nice walleye right there. Here, we'll go full screen. Nice walleye, huh? Woo-wee! Yeah, buddy. Let's get a measure on him. Biggest so far. We're sitting at 18 and a quarter. 18 and a quarter inches, baby. Woo-wee! All right, let's let her go. Here, I'll flip her back so you can see her swim away. Let her go. You should be able to see her here in a second if she didn't already pop up. She's gone. She might have gone off to the side. All right. I know that's not a massive fish, but hey, my biggest walleye of the year so far. This is my first time actually out walleye fishing this year. And now we got to figure out how to get this thing untangled. I don't know what the heck happened here. This little red treble hook, this little red hook all by itself is what did it. Split shot slid up quite a bit. Get her back down into position. We'll do that again. And this was a fathead. This was not a shiner minnow. We'll take it. We'll take it. And I know where it caught on there, so I can check next time if that happens again. I could probably try to move the live scope pole. It's just going to throw things off, so we'll not do that. But if we run into another issue like that, then we will. So I got a little bit bigger shiner minnow that we're going to throw on now. Still the same small red single hook. Just look at this. Shiner minnow. A buddy. All right, dropping her down. Clean up my hands a little bit here. $18 and a quarter. Oh, is there a fish on my dead stick? It does appear so. Yep, and I think he's got, he does not have it. I think he's gonna like the shiner though. He's going to like this shiner. Is he going to hit it? Oh, he swam away. Tomorrow, maybe I'll catch and keep a couple and eat them. But tonight, I'm not worried about keeping any. Okay. He's going for the left dead stick. That could have been dinner tomorrow. Yeah, well, we'll get dinner for tomorrow. I'm not worried about it. Maybe I'll film a video tomorrow, do a catch, clean, cook, or maybe we'll go live again. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. You have to let me know what I should do. You guys want to do another live stream tomorrow night, maybe? Or should we film a video? What I really want to do is try to figure out how to do like a hole hopping live stream. But that's really hard with the camera and then having it be live. Unless I do it from my phone, but then I can't do the camera angles. I'm going to figure it out this year, and we're going to do some hole hopping live streams at some point. I don't know if I have all the gear width for it, though, to be able to do it tomorrow. Live tomorrow? Okay. Jared, what's the biggest you've gotten? You said you've been out here, did you say for a day or two? Couple? You can just tell that the shiner is bigger. Like, look at that heat return on it. It's nice. It's not a heat return, but the sonar return off of it. That's nice. I should put a banner down there. Whoever would have thought I'm catching more fish by not touching the rods. I am jigging them a little bit just to keep those minnows active, but letting the dead stick do the work. However, I did actually pull that one up, didn't I? And he came vertical for it. That's my favorite way to catch walleye. Since Friday. Wow, you have been up here for quite a while. 24. Let's see if I can beat your 24. I'll have to pop the drone up tomorrow and see how many people are out here. It was getting dark when I got out here tonight, so I couldn't really tell, but there's not a ton on this side of the lake. I mean, there's plenty, but it makes me feel like it's Lake of the Woods. It doesn't feel like what I hear of Upper Red Lake, with it being everywhere you go, you can't get away from people. I think the closest person to me is probably half a mile away, which I think is part of the reason why I'm having some good action, because I'm not fighting other people for these same fish. Check it in, Jammenberg. Any pizza rolls yet? I haven't made any, but you know what? We might do that here. What time is it? 10:15? Give me another 15 minutes, and maybe we'll get them going. I got a pizza pizzazz with, and we can throw them on the pizzazz and get them rolling. In fact, I could put it right here so you can see it spinning, since you can see it on that camera. That'd be kind of fun. Because this unit does not have an oven because of the layout. Now, granted, there's a reason for it. This is a full water package. I'm going to take a hot shower tomorrow in this trailer. I can't wait. There's going to be some really cool videos coming out about this trailer that I'm using this year from Core. So stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you haven't. It'd be great. It's 281 of you on right now. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, help a guy out and subscribe. Be helpful. And you can see a lot more content like this on the channel this year. I'm hoping to do live ice fishing at least every week in the month of January, at a minimum, in potentially extending obviously into the rest of the ice season. But I've got a lot of time off in January off work, and so I'm planning on doing some ice fishing trips and going live. So if you like it, consider subscribing. If not, totally okay too. I just appreciate you all stopping by. Really appreciate it. Shiner Minnow isn't wanting to move around too much. Probably because there's nothing trying to eat it right now. Here we go. Strap a tungsten on and work them. It's a blast. I might. Okay, so I want to put that banner up that says we're going to keep count. And track how many we've done. Okay, banners, create a banner. Okay, so we've got 4 fish count, 4 walleye, biggest 18.25 inches. And we'll say on Upper Red Lake. I see that fish coming through. I see it, and it's coming for my shiner. Let's bring in this new year, baby. Are there 30 inchers out here on Upper Red? Maybe we'll get one tonight. Let's just set the PB out here, huh? They're on the bottom. Like, we can see them. If this dead stick over here doesn't produce, because I've gotten 2 fish now on this one hook. The last 2 fish have come on this one. If I get another one on this one, I'm going to switch this one up to a red hook as well. Because if it's producing, why not, right? What are y'all saying here? I know I missed a bunch. Just need a phone mount on the HD Innovation Shuttle for live camera. I do, but I like having a couple cameras. Like, I like having a point of view or a top down so you can kind of see the holes too, and you can see the action of the rod and whatnot. Or from like a chest mount or a head mount, and then one facing so you can see me kind of talking to you that I can show a fish to as well. And if I'm hole hopping, that might be a little bit harder, but we'll see. We'll for sure figure it out this year. Yeah, so we'll probably do a phone. And it'd be nice if I could do a phone and a GoPro as 2 different camera angles. Be great if I could do a wireless GoPro from my chest mount or something. Huh. Last weekend was crazy here. It was a city. If I had to guess, I'd say there was about 1,000 houses out here. Sheesh. Just out of JR's? I believe it. JR's, I feel like, is the most popular one that at least I hear about out here. I don't know if that's true. But that was the reason why I didn't go out, because I wanted to be kind of by myself so there wasn't as much pressure. Who knows if that's the right call or not. Again, this is my first time out here on Upper Red. Because I'm not the type of guy that likes being in the, the big villages of people. But I couldn't get on Lake of the Woods this weekend, so I had to come here. I could have gotten on Mille Lacs, but Mille Lacs, night bite, we'd be sitting here talking, counting pizza rolls right now rather than catching fish. with your oh, that's a little too big. It's covering the screen. With your experience the other day, what would you say the Eagle Eye 9 is worth if Lawrence gave it to you and asked what it's worth? Honestly, if I didn't know the price and they just gave me the unit and said, how much should we price this at? I would say maybe $1,200. I feel like is reasonable given a good LVS 32 bundle at a good price is $17.99. LVS 34 is about $2,200. So $17.99 for a 32, but that comes with the shuttle and everything. The Eagle Eye doesn't. The Eagle Eye only comes with the screen and the transducer, so you need a shuttle and a battery still. You can make your own, whatever, right? Or use something you already have. But I say $1,200, so at $1,000 is a good deal. And I don't know how many sale deals you'll find now, but I bought it at a show special for, I think it was 15% off when I bought mine. So like the Eagle Eye is good. And you'll see that in the upcoming videos that I'm going to do. Way better than the Panoptics. In the the PS22 ice fishing bundle is $2,000. I get worked up just thinking about it. Like, why would $2,000 when you can buy an LVS 32 bundle with a 9-inch screen for $17.90? It doesn't make any sense to me. I get that they're saying like there's no pole, but I actually, honestly, you'll see this in the upcoming videos. And I actually, when I did the first impressions of the Panoptics Ice Bundle, you heard me say, at least when you're sitting fishing, not if you're hole hopping, but if you're sitting fishing, it's actually worse if you don't have a pole because you can't see exactly where you have it pointed. And I think hole hopping is just, it's not going to be great either because you get more than a foot of that cord out, the cord twists too. I just don't understand that bundle. Oh, here we go. Fish coming to the left dead stick, which is a fat head. The right one, which is in the center, is a big shiner. I gotta keep liquid going here. Both bait feeders are open. Both fish are active. Ooh, shiner's moving. I've been using an octopus hook in pink or orange on my dead stick with good luck this year. Okay. And a flutter spoon on my jig rod while I've been aggressive in Southeast Nodak this year. Oh, that's awesome. Devils? Doric, 33? You fishing devils? How's the new Eagle Eye? Hello from Winnipeg. Just walk through it. Yeah, I'm impressed with it at that price point that it is. Yes, there is. I like the banner. Okay, cool. The banner's good. Any way to add an HDMI to the LVS 32? Yes, it actually doesn't have anything to do with the transducer. It has to do with the screen. So you need to get a you have to get a GPS map screen, and you have to either get the 7600, the 8600, or the 9000 series, which you're not going to buy the 9000 series because it's a flush mount. It doesn't actually come. You can't get it on a bracket, and it's like, I think the cheapest one's $10,000 for it. So 8600 is the most popular unit. That's what I use, is the 8610 XSV, has the HDMI out, which allows me to do this on the screen. This is the 34, but you can do it with the 32. You can do it with anything, right? Like I could have an ice fishing transducer on this, hooked up to the screen, and be able to do it too. But that's what you need. I will be doing a video later this year. I bought a specific action camera. I think it was $80 off of Amazon, that has an HDMI port on it that allows you to do live feed out, that I'm going to mount up face directly at the screen to hopefully give you another option for $80 to be able to do, you know, sharing your screen to a TV via HDMI or a laptop or a live stream. So that, look for that coming out later this year. I'll be doing a video on that. Basically a budget version way to get your live scope to HDMI out. Why not Leech Lake? The night bite there is good. I've never fished Leech at night, and haven't heard much about it, but maybe I'll have to. How's the ice conditions on Leech? Rock is good. You can get close to the line, and Jerry is great. Awesome. Happy New Year's Eve, Scott. I bought a Helix 5 and put the transducer on a piece of PVC pipe. That works. Absolutely. Yep. All in. Yep. I mean, absolutely. In fact, when Panoptix first came out, PS22, back when it had that big gray pole that came with it, right? You can still buy them that way. It was the very first Panoptix that came out for ice fishing. I bought it and I hated that pole, and so I made my own on a Schedule 80 PVC. That was more compact, so definitely an option. Okay, what do we got going on here? Out here in Colorado at 11 mile res, we have about 10 inches of ice. Nice. Yeah, Minnesota's really going to grow some ice in this next week here. We've got some nice weather, not much snow in the forecast. Hopefully it stays cold and we'll build some ice. I'm on 18 inches right now. Look at that shiner move. All right, 10:28. We got 2 more minutes, and then I think I'm gonna get some pizza rolls going. I can hear the ice out there just crack-a-lacking. I'm going to pull these guys up off the bottom just a little bit, give them a little bit of air room, and see if that maybe calls a couple fish in. Just because they can kind of see across. Because I know I'm not like jigging. I don't have any rattle. I don't have any glow. Technically, this one glows, but I'd have to glow it up again. Anybody got some big New Year's resolutions or goals for next year around fishing? Trying to catch any PBs next year? Are you like hyper focused on a certain species? Anything like that? Joe Cool, the live deucer for Humminbird is $1,000 for the Mega Live 1, and it's $1,500 for the Mega Live 2, which is not out yet. And the Mega Live 2 will not work with the Helix series. You have to either have the Explorer, the Solix, or the Apex. With or without ranch? Brewer fan, are you talking about the pizza rolls? If so, it'll be without ranch because I don't have ranch. I did stop by a grocery store on my way out here today, which was part of the reason why I was extra late. Some cracking on Lake of the Woods right now. Oh, you're out on Lake of the Woods, Scott. Where did you go out of? Do you have a truck out there? Any chance you fish upcoming Brainerd JCs? See, if they do a virtual tournament that you can fish anywhere, I might do it. If they do just the virtual tournament in the Brainerd area, I'll have to look at the dates, but I'm not a big fan of that tournament. There's just too much going on. Maybe I will. Is it in January or is it February? I'd have to look. I can Google it here in a second too. The cheapest live scope package I could find was $14.50 before tax. Yeah, Black Friday. Yeah. You could find some used ones for $14.50 before tax is a pretty good deal. Was that used or new? What screen did it come with? Blue cheese all the way. If things slow down, throw on a glow rattle bait with a head. Yeah, I will. Oh, here comes a fish. See, you just 2 of them. So there's one right above the minus sign, 2 feet to the right, and then one all the way over. In fact, can you see my cursor? There's a fish here. This is awesome. I didn't expect to be able to see my cursor in here. Fish and fish. Oh, and there's a fish over here too. Oh, that's my minnow. Okay, so we're going to drop these down just a touch. Just to get a little activity going. Let me move this mouse off. Here we go. This looks like another 11-incher. This is a bigger shiner, though. Hey, Google, what's the temperature?
The current temperature in Andover is 25 degrees.
Oh, it thinks I'm at home. Hey, Google, what's the temperature on Red Lake in Minnesota?
In the Red Lake, it's currently 14 degrees.
14 degrees out here right now. Can you guys hear that when Google's talking? You can't see the cursor. Okay, cool. That's awesome. I can, like, show you things with the cursor. Here's my bait. This is cool. Now there's a fish coming up to my bait. I'm not going to move it, not going to touch it. Even though I really want to pull it up just a little bit to get that reaction bite. Ah, he's leaving. All right, I'm doing it. I got to jig him back a little bit and just get a little motion. And then when he comes to engage, I'm going to pull up just a little. The other thing could be is this could be a really small walleye, and he's intimidated by how big this shiner is. However, like saugers on Lake of the Woods, dude, you can get a 9-inch sauger smashing a 4-inch shiner. It's crazy. Frank's Fishing is saying, dude, this is so sick. I love how you're doing this live stream with the 3 camera angles. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. I'm always trying to figure out the best way to do it, and this seems to work pretty well. We got the primary camera, kind of the top down. You can see the 2 holes I got. I got 2 more holes over here I'm not using. And then the live scope. Any New Year's discounts on my merch tonight, Robert? Not tonight. In fact, I am coming out with new merch designs in January. I don't know when. There's a couple on there. Of course, my logo's out there, but there's a couple others on there. I'm trying to come out with more things that are like fishing themed, just really cool merch that has nothing to do with my logo and brand, because why would you want to wear my name on you? It's kind of silly, right? So I'm going to actually create some cool shirts in things like that, and hoodies. So look for those coming out in January, and I'll post about it. And maybe I'll sponsor a couple streams of my own, show off some of the merch. So coming soon. I don't have anything set up right now, Robert, but if you have your eye on something, let me know. I can try to pull something together. I'm not going to be able to do it while we're on the live, but maybe I'll look at doing something tomorrow for it. Thanks for asking. You can hear Google. Cool. Tungsten, tungsten, tungsten. Okay. All right. So we're going to leave these down here. Another fish is coming. I'm going to get the pizza pizzazz set up, and we're going to throw some pizza rolls on it. Let me grab that. And I'll do it right here so you can see it spinning. I wish you guys could like yell at me through there so I know if a fish is coming. It'll be interesting to see how much power we eat with this thing too. Because this is all running off battery. We haven't used a generator at all. think it's on there. All right. It's not gonna reach. I think I got an extension cord. Hold on. Hold on. I think I got an extension cord. Let me jig these guys. Got one over here, maybe. Here we go. As you can tell, it's still a mess in here. I'm still getting things set up for the season. But at least got everything out here so far that I can tell. Plug in this guy. Ooh, do we got a fish on? I just bumped it. Let's see, we want dual. All right, let's get some pizza rolls on there. We're using some power now. Inverter's working. This has got a pretty impressive setup. Smells like dust. Dust is burning. All right. Throw these back in the freezer. Let's grab another energy drink. All right, can you guys see the pizza pizzazz? Haha, you can! Sweet. All right, now it's time to catch a fish. Turn it a little bit more so you can see a little more of it. There we go. Set that back there. Drinking some Lucky Energy. This is my favorite flavor of these. The OG Luck. We got a fish on this guy underneath it, to the right. Happy New Year's, everybody. Almost hour and 20 minutes here, Central Time. Pizza rolls and a double minnow. Got to get that text-to-speech going. Yeah, it'd be nice if it could like read your comments to me. I could actually probably have somebody hop on video. Okay, he's on my dead stick. I'm pulling it up. Trying to get that reaction bite. And it ain't working. So we're letting her go back down. Jig the right one. It smells in here like it's burning. I'm gonna open a window. Crack this window too. Whew. I can tell I haven't used the pizza pizzazz since last year. It smells like dust is burning. Ugh. Happy New Year! Give us your cell and we can call you and let you know. Yeah. I think that would be a poor idea. The number of scam calls I'd probably get. I'll figure something out. Some way to do like a call-in or something. There's got to be a way. I know that I can probably send a link and I can have people hop on, and if you've got a camera or if anybody's out fishing, like we could do like a dual live stream of two groups fishing. Ooh, I'm onto something here. I'll have to figure something out. Or if there's somebody else that live streams ice fishing, I could invite to mine and we could do like live streaming, like a live streaming battle, like a tournament to see who can catch the biggest, but live. Ooh, interesting. 'Cause you know how people put the ice fishing videos out, right? Where it's like 1v1, who can catch more or the biggest fish in 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, or whatever. What if you did it live? Each person has a camera. You can see their screen, and they're in different shacks, and it's live. How cool would that be? Maybe I'll get that figured out this year. I technically could do it. If you put that pizza pizzazz any closer to the hole, you'll warm up the minnow down the hole. I know, I got it really close, don't I? It's actually a little bit ways away. It's actually not that far away, is it? Just cooked some Johnsonville brats. I got some brats with. Oh, you see that fish up there on the left? A little bit higher up. I'm a fan of suspended fish. All right, looks like we lost the camera. Hold tight. See if we can pull her back in. There we go. I don't know what happened, but we got it back. That looks like a bigger fish over to the right, too. Dang. All right, we're dropping this guy back down. Whoa. That was too close to the pizza pizzazz. I can hear him sizzling. What's up, Dak Outdoors? How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Doing some live ice fishing on Upper Red Lake. Catching and releasing tonight. Seeing what we can get here. Bring in the New Year's. Have a little fun together. Appreciate you all for being on. I'm going to see if I can get this fish on the left here. I should really pull that guy up in a second here and glow it. Live stream fish off is what we should call it, Scott. I like it. Got so many ideas that like one day I'm just gonna do some of these fun things. You can add a Google number free for people to call in and change the number whenever you want. Oh, I'll have to look into it. Google Voice. Put the pizza pizzazz in the hole and cook off some ramen. I don't have any ramen. My favorite snack on the ice are pep and bacon pizza pops cooked on the Big Buddy heater. Ooh. These are combination pizza rolls. And I think they're even the name brand. It's all that the super something grocery store had that when I stopped by. Venison pepperoni. Sitting here at home, I'd like to go over to Devil's Lake, get some perch. Oh, perch are my favorite fish to eat. Love me some perch. You're making me hungry. I'm going to make some deep fried burritos. Deep fried burritos? Never heard of that. I live right next to Lake Winnebago. February 14th, Battle on Bago overnight fishing tournament. That's Valentine's Day. I don't understand why people do those things on Valentine's Day. Yeah. Valentine's is the one that I won't, I get to come out New Year's Eve. Valentine's, I got to spend the time with the wife, which I appreciate. She lets me come out here for this because New Year's Eve is a blast out here. How long do you feel the glow last? How long do you charge it? I only charge it for a few seconds. It depends on the lure. Some lures last 30 minutes. Some lures last 30 seconds, honestly. It just depends on how much additive they put into the paint. They're getting there. They're getting close. One of them popped open. You can hear it sizzling. It's hit or miss or hit. It's just how it landed this year. Yeah. No, I know. On Mille Lacs, there's a tournament that I like to fish that sometimes is on Valentine's weekend too, and I'm not a fan of that. But all right, we're gonna glow this guy up. Fish coming to the dead stick, it looks like. Fathead's still alive. Ooh, one of them splitting open. We're going to give it like maybe one more spin or two, and then we are going to turn it off. We don't want them all busting open. But we want to make sure they're cooked. Battery's doing pretty good, man. We're still at 65% battery juice on this house. And right now it's pulling 1,700 watts. It's pulling right now with everything plugged in. 1,350 just from AC power. 167 from DC voltage. We got enough power there. That guy's powered up. This guy's powered up. Like, everything's doing good power-wise, though, so we're good there. How many, let's see. All right, these are all popping off. So we're gonna turn this off. And now it's just gonna spin, but the heat element is off. I think. Yep. Now it's just spinning. Okay, cool. Hello, let's see. How about some fish tacos? Already read that one. Core Ice versus Polar Fox Ice Houses. Your thoughts? They both are nice. I have not used a Polar Fox, so I can't tell you the ins and outs of it. I think that they're both nice, honestly. There's little things different about each of them. I think in terms of like higher end finishes and materials and really making things look super polished, Core Ice does a better job with it, as well as some of this higher end tech gear like solar, the E-Drive. Like, can you see in here if I open this up? Like, look at this. Like, this is my, you probably can't see it very well. It's so bright in here. This is a whole like inverter setup thing in here. Like, this thing is juiced. Like the high end tech stuff, Core Ice does a better job with it. Is my original reaction. Polar Fox, I like the idea of the back door in concept, because then you're not, because they're, if you know, their toy hauler door flips up and then you have to use ramps to get in. I don't like the idea of having to use the ramps, but I like the idea of never driving on the back door, because then you can put a window in it, one, and two, it's not dirty that you're leaning up against it when you're sitting kind of at your dinette, or if you're in the bed and you roll against it. So I like that. But then again, I like being able to just flip the door down and drive in. So there's that. I think Polar Fox also does a really nice job with accessorizing. But I think Core has done a lot better job with making it feel homey. And then in terms of like RV package, Core Ice is like no competition. So I think there's pros and cons to both. I think they're both great. I prefer the Core myself, but then again, I've never used a Polar Fox. So it's a good question. How many fish have we caught so far? We've caught 4 walleye so far. Hoping to catch a few more. I'm going to eat here in a second, and then maybe we'll switch up some of these lures. But right now, I've got 2 dead sticks down, big shiner on the one that you see in the center of the screen, and then we've got a fat head on the left that you're seeing down there. Mille Lacs was a burbot unexpected experience. For me, crazy they are. Pequot Lakes, fast celebration yearly. Suspended could be crappie. I haven't caught anything that's suspended yet, though. Are you from St. Paul, Minneapolis area? I am. I'm from Andover, is the city that I live in. North Metro. Does it have solar panels to keep you charged during the day? It does. So they've got, I'll include, there's a video I'm filming on next week. I'm filming it. I'm going to have them walk through kind of how they do their setup of the house like this. And I'm bringing it up there because I want them to add a couple more holes for live scope. So while we're up there, we're going to do a full walk around, kind of talk through all the technical specs of this thing and really show you the inside and outside of this shack. I think it's going to be really fun. But they will tell you about, and I can show you later too, they have multiple different packages for solar in the electric. So this one has one solar panel on the top, which I think is 185 watt. It's essentially a trickle charge. And then it's got 600, oh, we got a fish on this guy. And then it's essentially 600 amp hours of battery power in this one. That fat head is up there. And that walleye is going for my split shot. That was weird. Drop it back down, see if he comes for it. Yep, here he comes. Here he comes. The guy on the left, he's going to nail it. I'm going to pull it up a little bit just to keep him running for it. Because if they run, they typically bite harder. And I think he took it. No, he didn't. All right, we're going to jig this guy in. Ooh, other minnow. You got some action. Oh. I think that's 2 fish. I don't think that's just 1. Ooh, that is 1. The other one went to my other one. Okay, okay. But what I was saying is they have 6 different tiers of the solar and power. They have it so that way you could get enough solar on one of these in batteries that you'd never need to plug it in. And you can even run like air conditioning off the solar, heaters, and you'd never need to even charge it. It's pretty cool. 2 minutes away from New Year's for those of you that are an hour ahead of me. It's 10:58 p.m. here, but it's getting close. Just trying to catch a fish so I can eat my pizza rolls. All right. Wonder how hot they are. Perfect. All right, we got another fish roaming through. I'll shut these windows again. I think somebody asked how I'm doing the live stream. Yes, this is on Starlink. I've got my phone with a hotspot and I've got a Verizon home internet thing, and Verizon wasn't working. It does a tiny little bit, like I have service, but it's not wasn't good enough to do live stream. So I'm glad I bought the Starlink and brought it up. Did you purchase the Core RV or did they let you use it for marketing purposes? They're letting me use it. I'm just borrowing it for the season. So I don't get paid by any fishing gear or tech brands. The really cool thing about my content and why a lot of people like watching it, following along, is I do a lot around the gear and the technology in fishing, which allows me to do cool things like this because I'm so into it. I will not do any like paid marketing things with any of the brands. I don't like agree to do reviews for them based off of them sending me or letting me use a product. So they let me use this ice house this year. They let me use a different one last year. They're hoping I say good things about them. And I'm going to just be honest, things that I like and don't like as the year goes on. I did my 1-year review of the one last year at the end of the season. So you can check that out on the channel. And there's things that I liked and things that I didn't. I'll do the same thing this year. But what it goes to show is Core Ice feels confident enough in their technology and in what they have to offer that they're willing to risk the fact that I can say whatever I want about the ice house. They don't have any say in it. They don't even know what I'm doing until it is posted on the internet. So it's a win for me because I get to use this stuff, and I'm going to be buying an ice house in the next couple of years here because I want one that I can make my own and do a lot of customization because I don't want to like damage this, so I'm not going to screw things into the walls. I'll use command strips, and like there's things that I want to do that I'm not going to do because I'm borrowing it. But you want to make one in your home eventually, so I'm going to buy one. And so I don't know what brand I'm going to buy yet. I'm leaning towards Core. I really like their stuff, and so that's why I'm doing it. The benefit for me, the benefit for Core is, yeah, they get some free content out of it if I decide to post videos. And if I love the product and I'm using it, it's going to show up in videos like it is right now. Like this stream is not about this ice house, but obviously I'm in a super nice ice house. And so it's driving some awareness for them. And that, like, one of the things that I won't do, even if it's a great product, if there are not good people, they have bad customer service, like I don't want nothing to do with them. And at core, they're good people, right? They take care of their customers, they build a good product, and they're nice. And so everything just kind of worked out. And yeah, so hopefully that answers your question. No strings attached. I just get to use it. Go all out. Live scope is better than Panoptics. Live scope is better than Panoptics. Bigger one coming. Yeah, I'm waiting for it here. Frank, I hope I'm good peoples. Who's Frank? Do we have anybody still on from Facebook? Did Facebook disconnect? Oh, we got one person watching it from Facebook and 237 on YouTube. Whoever's on Facebook, if you want to join the conversation, I know you can't see all the YouTube comments. Come on over to YouTube. I think it's a better viewing experience anyways on YouTube. My opinion. Here we go. Hit it. Take it. There we go. Got him. Not big. Not big. He's got some fight to him, but he's not big. Oh, he got off. He got off and didn't even get the minnow. So we're going to glow it up and get back down there. There's another fish right below it. That was probably a 10-inch walleye. But I didn't get him out of the hole, so that doesn't count as a fish. He got a taste for it, but he didn't get the minnow. Gotta tighten this drag a little bit. Well, we almost had another one. I watched the core video, now I want one. Dude, they're awesome. Check this guy, see if we can get another one. What would it do if I joined? If you joined what? My channel? What do you mean, like join as a member? You join as a member on the channel? I do some giveaways and I do some stuff, some little videos and things, primarily supporting the channel so I can continue to put out content. This isn't my full-time job. I have a job, and this takes time away from other things, right? And the gear is expensive, so it just helps out. The way I like to think about it is if I've saved you some money, you want to see more content, you want more direct access, because in the members only area, I can kind of more directly interact with you. And I know YouTube's coming out with some new features this next year too, which will be great for members. But yeah. No, but like Don't feel obligated to do it. I just appreciate you guys watching the content and the videos and sharing, and that's why I do it, to help people out, and I love it. So as long as I can keep doing it, enjoy doing it, that's what matters. Looks like a bigger fish. Jig this guy next to it and see what happens. Drop him. He's facing my other rod. There's 2 walleye down there, it looks like. I registered with Core today, so now I need to start planning. Core has so many great choices. Dude, Core has so many good options. It honestly depends on what you want. Like, this is an 80-19. Here we go. Here we go. So it's 8 feet by 19, including the stub nose, is in that 19-foot dimension. This thing is great. However, last year I had a 65-15, which was 6.5 wide, 15 long, and it was a skid house convertible. And that was awesome because you could take it out on even like less ice and literally just use it as a skid house. Can't believe that fish didn't take that. Let's see if we take them over here. But they've got a ton, right? I mean, they got all the way up to 32-foot long ice houses now, RV models. This is Upper Red Lake, Dylan. Everybody's saying minnow head or minnow head on a tungsten. All right, let me keep eating here. Once I'm done eating, we'll switch up to tungsten. If we haven't caught another fish. I mean, there's activity, right? So this is good. Full minnow. Here we go. Here we go. I can feel something happening. Hit it. Take it like you want it. Nothing. Here we go. Hit that shiner. He's going right under the shiner? No. A fish like that doesn't want a nice juicy shiner? I don't believe it. Yeah, there were a couple fish under there. Well, let me lower these guys at the bottom. I've gotten 0 bites off the bottom, and I keep trying it. We'll try it again. Maybe things are changing. We'll see what happens. Oh, look at that fish. Frank, you could be right. I ain't touching anything. They're on the bottom. You see them rolling across the bottom? They're not engaging with them, though. You went right past it. Huh. You try and elaborate on how this graph sonar works? I've never understood too well. Yeah, so you've got a transducer that's in a hole, and it's essentially emitting sonar waves, and it's going out in multiple directions, which allows you to get the dimensional returns that you're seeing here. And it's a very fast frequency going really, really fast, which is essentially stitching together what looks like video, but it's actually a bunch of still images. For some reason, that camera disconnected again. I'll get it reconnected here. I'm going to pull this guy up because they're not taking it up right off the bottom. And yes, Frank, I'll switch up to a tungsten here in a minute if I don't catch one of these. Just got to keep eating here too. And then we will see, but this guy might take this. Get that other camera back in here. Well, he didn't take it. At least they're hanging around though. Six foot, 12 foot up. Did I bring spikes? I do have some. I don't know what they are. They're like white worms. They're like, they might be spikes. The guy called them waxies, but they're definitely not waxies. They're smaller than waxies and they're hard bodied. They might be spikes. But that's what I'll probably use tomorrow if I go after crappie. In here right now, I've got it set at 69 degrees. I like it warm. I like it comfortable. I got slippers on, for crying out loud. Yeah, no, they're not wax worms. Here, I'll wait till I'm done eating and we'll grab them and show you. Because they came in the blue container that wax worms come in, right? If you buy a lot. He's like, yeah, here's some wax worms. I didn't even look at them. Sorry, I'm eating, trying not to talk. So I just bought the container of them. And then I get out of the place and I look and I'm like, these aren't wax worms. All right. 5 more pizza rolls and then I'll switch up to tungsten. Oh. This is a pretty big shiner on this one. So part of me wonders if it's just too big for these small little walleyes. They would bite better if I was outside sitting on a 5-gallon bucket. Some people believe that. Some people think because I'm comfortable inside, it makes the fish not want to bite. These are fish over here. These are fish. Right here. This is a fish right here. This is a fish right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fish. Just rolling across the bottom. If you don't believe me, I'll try to pull one up. Jig up, and we'll get something to come up. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. I don't have any rattle down there. So they're not pulling up off the bottom, but there's one on the left playing with my lure, my minnow. All right, 2 pizza rolls left. Just in time to catch a fish, and then I don't gotta switch up to tungsten. Think this one will eat? He's acting really lethargic, isn't he? The one on the left here? All right, last pizza roll. Fish doesn't take one of these soon. I gotta switch. Told Frank I would. Come on, buddy. If this fish leaves, I'll go switch one of these to tungsten. I'll switch my left one to tungsten. Come on, buddy. Oh, the fathead's swimming right at him. What is going on? My minnow is chasing the fish. Maybe that's a new strat. Scare the fish so he doesn't know what the heck you're doing. Like, why is there a minnow attacking me? And he leaves instead of eating it. Interesting strat. He's right under it, though. I think he just made the fish mad. Now the fish wants to eat it. But he's not gonna. Because he's not hungry, maybe. What could be the reason? Oh, we got 11:20. It's New Year's in 40 minutes. For me. Appreciate y'all helping out in the chat. I'm not watching very closely. I'm busy watching my baits. I'm not watching the chat right now, but I'm gonna go switch up to a tungsten. Wonder if I already have one rigged up. Let's see. I do have a tungsten on one of my rods. It is a, I believe it's a 4. So we're gonna try it. If it's too light, I'll upsize, Frank. But this is a 4mm gold tungsten Google Eye. I'll pull this one up. Hopefully I can throw this minnow back in the bucket because this is a good size shiner. Changing the lure. All right, so Frank is saying just like a small minnow on here, Frank. These are crappie minnow. Lay it flat on the bottom, some slack, dorsal. All right, we'll give your strat a shot. We'll see if it works. Go, crappie minnow. Really? Dorsal. There we go. Down she goes. We're gonna see how well this works. All right, so we got probably too much slack, probably. About a foot of slack. That's about 6 inches of slack. Smaller presentation equals bites. Yeah, I'll go even smaller. Well, I'll do I'll jig this as a minnow head if this doesn't work. But we'll give this one a shot here. But we gotta try this first. Minnow pulled in half. Yeah. We got a fish coming up to kind of want to jig it. I'm gonna jig this fish. Ooh, we got one coming from the right too. A little competition, never hurt anybody. Dang. All right, my bad. I'll let it just sit there. Yeah, it won't fall in. All right. Part of me feels like I need to drop like a rip and wrap. More slack? All right. It's got more slack now. Dak Outdoors, how much longer will I stream? Yeah, I don't know. For sure a half hour, because New Year's is in 33 minutes here. We got to celebrate somehow. So we're going to say Happy New Year. And then we'll see. We'll see if the bite's still going, how tired I am, how many people are still here that want to watch. We'll go from there. No, I was just thinking calling something in for rip and wrap. Might lower this guy down there too a little bit so he can actually touch the bottom. Go from there. See what we can do. That looks like a fish. Right next to the minnow, maybe. They're cruising bottom. What would happen if they go like this? Is that easier or harder to see them? It looks harder. It looks harder to see them. Looks like a fish on my dead stick minnow. I wonder if they're just not hungry. What am I drinking? Bang Energy? No, I'm drinking Lucky Energy, actually. This guy right here. Lucky Energy, this is my favorite flavor. This is the OG Luck flavor. New one that I've been trying for a little while. It's a clean energy one. Bang Energy actually got bought out by Monster. Actually, Monster technically bankrupted them for a claim that they had on their can, and then they acquired them instead of putting them bankrupt. So Bang will carry on, but it'll be owned by Monster. So the owners of Bang actually started a new energy drink company called AI Energy, which I'm going to try out here pretty soon, which is supposed to be pretty good. So we'll see. Just trying to find one that tastes good and is clean. And so far, Lucky's been the best. I really liked Bang. But this, I think, is cleaner, like a cleaner energy. I don't know. They're all bad for you, I think. Where's this fish? Oh, there it is. They're hungry, just not aggressive, since they're checking out your baits. What's the barometer at up there? I don't know. I don't have one in here, unfortunately. Where do you like to buy your fishing electronics? Wherever they have the best deal, that's where I go. But Shields is probably my favorite retailer. They usually have some good deals. They have a broad assortment. They have, like, they ship fast. They have good in-store pickup. The people there are great. I have nothing bad to say about Shields, really, other than I wish they had a store closer to where I live. I gotta drive like 45 minutes to get there. Sometimes longer if it's in traffic, but I know. It's not that bad. But Shields. Probably my favorite. Not that good for you, I know. Yeah. Have I tried bubbly? I haven't tried bubbly. I think that's a fish by the dead stick minnow. By the one, Frank, that you have me have down there. I think there's a fish on him. Or at least next to him. It's still all slackline though, so I can't tell. But it also looks like a fish playing with this dead stick over here, which has got a fat head on it. Sportsman's Warehouse is great. End of the year sale. Like, honestly, Sportsman's Warehouse, I actually have one right next to my house. And I like shopping there when they put things on clearance because they do discount quite a bit. But other than that, everything's like always full retail. And I don't care for that about them. And I feel like they keep shrinking their fishing area. I feel like it's all like hunting now. At least that's what it feels like to me. At least the one by my house. I don't know when I'm going to Winnipeg yet. I haven't planned a trip. Plain red hook and rainbow. I don't have any rainbows. I have fathead, crappie, and shiners. Shiners have been working tonight. So have the fatheads. Yeah, Warehouse does seem to be struggling. I don't know what's going on with them. There was one point that the store was like empty, and I could have swore they were going out of business, but they evidently weren't. Yeah, it's weird. Is that a fish on my dead stick? On the one that's on the bottom? Is there burbot in this lake? Maybe that's a burbot. A little burbot. They're all just roaming down there. Oh, he's launching at this thing. But he's not eating it. What is going on? Is he just looking to get some exercise? He's coming back to it, though. The one on the left. They do have burbs. So that could be what this thing is. Shoot! All right, I'm jigging this. What are they doing? All right, we're switching this up. We're going to pull this out, and we're going to do a rip and wrap. Just for a minute, and then we'll pop this back down. I just want to see if anything comes in. So this is a number 5. This is a number 4 ultralight rip and wrap from Rapala. Pink and silver. That's a fish. Make a little noise, at least pull something in here, right? I mean, Let's get something happening. Bang on bottom a little bit here. Have a little bit of fun. Let's get something angry at us. Come over and say, I'm going to eat whatever that is. And then they can find my minnows. Jig up a little bit too, because fish can see up. Granted, it's dark down there. This is not glow, but they might come check out the noise. Say, what is all that ruckus over there? Okay, now let's pull this guy out. And we'll drop our other guy back down. And let's see if anything changed. Just blow this guy up real quick. Get it. Get it. All right, let's see what happens. I feel like that didn't really do much, but we're going to find out, I guess, aren't we? Yeah, I don't think the live scope's hurting them. I've never seen that. I know people think that, but I'm in the camp of I haven't seen it. Now, I could be proven wrong, but I don't think the live scope turns the fish off. Can they feel it? Probably. But how do you explain the fish I've already caught tonight? You know what I mean? And why would they come and check out the baits? I don't know. Could be wrong. I don't know if I've got... I think I have 5 fish finders with me, and I think all of them are live imaging. I've got the Eagle Eye, I've got the Panoptics, I've got the LBS 32 and the 34 all with me. I don't think I have a single just sonar unit. It happened to him twice already this year? Wow. Woo! 20 minutes till New Year 2025. Let's go. Who's excited? I'm excited. I'm excited to catch a fish again. I gotta change something up. Try Rattle Master maybe again. Thanks, Benji. Yeah, somebody did. Ooh, I felt that. Ice move. Something checking out the crappie, man. Maybe. Here we go. Fish roaming bottom. From the right. See if he hits. There we go in the middle. If I try a different sonar, I don't have anything right now that's ready to hook up to HDMI, so you guys wouldn't be able to see anything. That wouldn't be fun. Pizza roll on a treble. Blaine, I like the way you're thinking. Maybe if we're targeting pike, that actually might work. Or big walleye. Maybe burbot, right? Sturgeon, maybe? I don't know. Well, the thing is if you just turn the flasher mode on with the live scope, it's using the same transducer, so it emits the same thing. It doesn't change anything. If I had the like GT10 with, that would be different pinging. Otherwise, it's just going to ping the same. It's just going to show it on a circle screen. Most everyone I know loves pepperoni. Might try a bit of that. I love it, Robert. That's awesome. Yeah, sends the same things. I've been doing this since 2021? My first New Year's doing this, I think. So this would be... No. I think 2022 was. You've probably seen all of them. I've probably only done 3. This might be 4. I should count after this and see. Do you remember IMN2 Fishing? Were you part of it when I did the 24-hour live stream? Where I live streamed for 24 hours? I think I have it posted on the channel. I had to like piece it together off of recordings though, because YouTube will only let you keep a live stream if it's under 12 hours. But fortunately, my streaming software recorded it, and so I was able to upload it. But yeah. Have you ever fished Big Sand Lake in Phelps, Wisconsin? I have not. Is it a good lake? Should I go check it out? For slabs or catfish? We do, Frank. We have to. You were there, yeah. That was one heck of a stream. All right. I am changing to a jigging spoon. We'll put the crappie minnow on the jigging spoon, but I'm moving back to the clam time bomb. And I am going to face hook it. And I'm going to jig it, and it's probably going to fall off. But I can just put another one on. I am tangled up. There we go. Just blow it. I just feel like I need like a little bit of rattle just to get some of these fish to come in and check it out, and then they'll take the meat, right? That is my hypothesis. And if we're doing this scientifically, I don't know what that means. Other than we're probably doing it wrong. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Game on. Okay. Jack Outdoors remembers watching pieces of it? Yeah. Towards the end, man, I was so tired. Have you tried the Chippewa flowage in Hayward? I have not. I haven't fished much of Wisconsin, to be honest. I might have to check it out this year. I go up there every year for a week and musky fish. Nice. 12 minutes till the new year. Doing a giveaway this year. I don't have a giveaway plan this year. No. Maybe in some upcoming streams we'll do some giveaways. What do you guys want me to give away? That's the question. What do you want? I've had people tell me that they don't like it when I give things away, believe it or not. And I can kind of see the point of view. The argument is that if I'm giving stuff away, that's why people are watching. And if I actually just do the video and don't give stuff away, then people are actually here for the content, it doesn't make it feel cheap and gimmicky, which I totally get. Which is why even when I would do giveaways, I'd never put it in the title or the thumbnail of the video, because otherwise you get people that just see it on YouTube and they click in and they never have watched any of your videos and they're never going to again. They just want to win it. And then it feels crappy if somebody wins the giveaway that isn't even a person that watches any of your videos. So anyways. So what do you guys want? Pizza rolls? We can do a pizza roll giveaway. I should see if I can get a pizza roll sponsorship. We can do some giveaways. That's not Fishing Gear and Tech, right? So I could do a sponsorship with them. I won't be biased. I mean, I might be biased to that brand of pizza rolls, but I don't think anybody here would care. I can still review, the clams and the Eskimos and the Ions and the Strike Masters. What else? My live scope. You want my live scope? That'd be a pretty big giveaway. Something we could, I'm not taking it off the list. We could maybe do a live scope giveaway. Tip up bobbers. Yep. Fishing trip in the core. Yeah, we could do that. A Markham 11. What's a Markham 11? Supposed to say like M1 live scope. Let's do a collaboration and I'll put you in a good session. As if it goes well, I'll do a giveaway. Hit Lures giveaway. There you go. What other lakes do you normally fish? Bigger lakes that I can talk about, I would say Mille Lacs, Lake of the Woods. I mean, I'm on Red. Minnetonka. Ice fishing, those are probably the big lakes that I fish. But this year I'm going to hit Devil's Lake again. I'm going to hit the that one in Michigan I've never hit before with all the perch in it. Gobachek, however you pronounce it. I want to get on that perch bite out there. Woo! Did you guys hear that crack? That was a loud one. Yes, I'm broke. I've been saving up for LiveScope for 1 to 2 years. And keep at it. They'll keep getting cheaper. But yeah, maybe we'll do some sort of giveaway at some point. We'll try to think something up and do like a LiveScope giveaway. I think there's a lot of people that would like the LiveScope. Just got to figure out if Garmin wants to sponsor it or if I'm just going to have to buy one. We'll have to figure out how to do it. Peter, oh, is that a fish over to the right? Suspended up like a couple feet off the bottom. Amped. Oh, stoked about you giving away batteries last year. I'll watch either way, though. I'll do an amped giveaway this year, for sure. What batteries are you most excited about, Peter, from Amped? Is there a certain size that you'd be interested in, or just anything? Like, are you looking for the smaller ones for like a flasher, the bigger ones for a live scope setup, or for the boat? Any South Dakota lakes? I've never ice fished in South Dakota. No. Cascade. Man, Cascade's on the bucket list. I would love to do Cascade. It's not in the books right now. I've got not going to be able to make it this year. But it's definitely on the bucket list for perch. It's crazy. Anytime that there's these fish donkey tournaments that are like nationwide, I know to never go for perch because I can't compete with the Cascade perch. Like, you just can't. They're just freaks out of there. $15 amp hour for flasher, 52 for live scope. Do I muskie fish at all? Tonka's pretty good. I don't muskie fish. However, I have caught a muskie through the ice. Take it easy, Scott. Happy New Year, man. 6 minutes away. 6 minutes till New Year's. Woo! Do you have any good action out of the Alexandria area for ice fishing? Dude, Alexandria area is great for ice fishing, specifically panfish. I fished several lakes out in the Alexandria area. It's a little bit of a hike for me for a day trip, but it's pretty dang good. Ottertail County, they've got some really good panfish lakes too. In fact, Ottertail County is where I caught the muskie through the ice 2 years ago. 5 minutes till New Year. I have no idea how lucky I am. Tell me more. Is it because I caught an 18¼ inch walleye? Or is it because I'm actually out ice fishing right now and you wish you were? I can relate. There's many days I'm like, I just wish I was out ice fishing and I can't get out. I can relate. If you're ever near Annandale, Minnesota, near Maple Lake, try Little Maple Lake. I fished Maple Lake before. I don't know if it was Little Maple Lake, though. Definitely fished Maple Lake, though. Are there two? Or is it just like a little section of Maple Lake? I have some decent ice fishing gear, but I wish... Whoa. It's rolling. 4 minutes! I could be using 20K worth of stuff for it. Yeah, man. Anything's possible. Here we go. Here we go. Eat it. Eat it right before New Year's. Come on. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. On the left. He's coming after the fathead. There's fireworks outside. 3 minutes early. I can hear them. There's a fish in the middle. Come on, let's catch a fish right at midnight. 3 minutes. Last fish of 2024. Let's see if we can catch one. Or is the last fish of 2024 going to be 18.25-inch walleye? What is it going to be? Little Maple Lake is way better. It is connected. Okay, I'll have to check it out. Maybe I fished it and I just didn't realize it. Because Maple Lake, is that right by Reno? Maybe? Talking about the same thing? Right? I know. It's one of those things everybody can relate to, struggling to get the fish to bite. But at the same time, you're like, God, I just wish I was out fishing. Right? And when you're watching it on the screen at home, 2 minutes. When you're watching on the screen at home, you're like, all you would have had to do is this, this, and this, and you would have caught that fish. Or if I would have had my hand on that rod, like, you start kind of doing the motion and you're like, I know how I could have made that fish bite, and it bugs you. Any of you like that? Like, am I annoying you right now when these fish come up and I don't catch them, and you're like, I know exactly the cadence that I would have done, and I promise you they would have came and bitten it? I get that way at home when I'm watching people, even on videos. I'm like, I could have caught that fish. Now, granted, you know, I have no clue. I probably couldn't have, but yeah. 1 minute. Let's go. Let's go. Last minute of 2024. Everybody make a wish for 2025. Make it realistic, and we're going to make it happen next year. Let's go. Oh, here comes a fish. Here. Oh. This is a little fish. Look at that darting action. Let's go. Let's go. It's midnight. Happy New Year. Now let's see if we can catch the first fish of 2025 right here, right now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. Come on, fish. You know you want it. No. What is it doing? It's like, sorry. Nope. Not interested. Come on. Happy New Year, everybody. Appreciate you all for watching, sticking around with me. We caught some walleye tonight. We're on Red Lake for my first time. I'll be out here all day tomorrow. I may go live tomorrow, or I may just film a video. We'll see what tomorrow brings. We'll see what the weather, the ice conditions are. Maybe try to get into some crappie. Who knows what tomorrow's going to bring? Other than, hopefully, a lot more fish. This year is going to be a great year for ice fishing. This season is going to be awesome. So I appreciate all of you. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel and you want to see more videos like this, please check out the other videos on the channel as they come up, because we are going to be doing a live stream. My goal is every week, at least through the month of January, at least one live stream, if not more. And it is going to be a blast. We got a ton of videos lined up for this ice season. We got a ton of helpful content coming out. We're going to be doing comparisons in a lot of different gear, both live imaging, hub shelters. I'm going to do an ultimate hub shelter comparison this year. There's a ton of cool content coming out. We got a fish on the bottom on the left. Let's see if the dead stick can reel him in. But yeah, I mean, check out the channel. If you're new here, appreciate y'all watching. Happy New Year. Good night, Robert. Got to get some sleep. Yeah, I know some of you have to work tomorrow. All right. All right. Here we are. You wished for a live scope. Well, let's make it happen this year, huh? We got a suspendy coming in? Is that a suspendy? No. He just came off the bottom for a little bit. I'm gonna glow this thing up. Here we go. Get it glowing. A little bit of glow on it. That's a suspended fish at about 11 feet. This dead stick, I tell ya. The bite kind of died, didn't it? See ya. Big fish to celebrate the new year. That would be good. I like it. Let's go. Cosmo 91. Thank you for the super sticker. $9.99. Really appreciate that, bud. Thank you so much. For some bait. Yes. Appreciate that. Happy New Year to you. Hope this year is awesome to you. Hopefully you catch a lot of fish. Like all of us. Appreciate that. Thank you. Bum ba da bum bum bum. Tell you, my voice is getting tired. I would donate also, but live scope I need. Yeah. Do not worry about that. Save up for that live scope, man. And when you're ready, hopefully I'll be posting about a deal on live scope to save you some money so you can get an extra big battery with it, maybe. Appreciate you, Cosmo. There's a fish on the right. Ooh, there's a fish under the left one too. Let's see what these two fish do. Let's see what they do. We're going to hit the bottom a little bit here with this one. Oh. Coming off the bottom to look at this dead stick. Jigging rod isn't getting any love though. Hoo-wee! Let's go. All right. Well, I think it's a wrap for me tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. I need to rest my voice here, get some sleep, get up early and try to catch some fish in the early morning bite. Hopefully there's a morning bite on this lake. We'll find out. And then make a plan of attack if we're going to get after some crappie tomorrow. If we're going to go live tomorrow, we will see what we're going to do. But thank you all for hanging out. We got a fish coming into the right. I hope he grabs it. Wouldn't that be a great way to end the stream? With this fish right here. Just eaten. But of course, it's not going to happen tonight. I think the fish are tired. So appreciate you all for tuning in. Tight lines this year. Happy 2025. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We got a lot of fun content coming. So take it easy. Have a good night. Bye.